Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Abby.
And I'm Summer. And today we're going to be discussing narcissism and the cycles of a narcissistic relationship, how to spot if you're in one, and how to distinguish the difference between an actual narcissist and someone with narcissistic traits.
It's crucial for understanding how to navigate these types of relationships and how to manage them. So let's start with the 4 phases of narcissistic relationship cycle. First, there is love bombing, ideation, devaluation, and then discarding.
It begins with love bombing. In this phase, the narcissist showers their partner with excessive praise, attention, and affection. It's all about creating a strong emotional bond quickly. They tend to rush the relationship process and speed it up rather than letting it develop naturally over time.
The primary goal is to quickly create a strong emotional bond and gain control over the other person. It's often used manipulatively to secure the target's admiration and compliance. It can feel incredibly flattering at first, but it never lasts. Then we move into ideation phase, where the narcissist puts their partner on a pedestal, seeing them as perfect and ideal. This phase is often where the target feels like they found their perfect match. But soon things can shift to devaluation.
The devaluation phase is marked by a sharp shift from admiration to criticism. It involves emotional manipulation and control, which can have a significant negative impact on the target's self-esteem and mental health. The narcissist starts to criticize, belittle, or dismiss their partner. You might hear things like, "You're just too sensitive," and all those things that they loved about you, they suddenly despise. The adventure they loved in you, suddenly you're going out too much. The style and fashion sense that they loved about you, suddenly you're not dressing modest enough, or they have an issue with every outfit you put on.
During the devaluation phase, you might also experience manipulation and gaslighting. Gaslighting is when the narcissist makes you doubt your own reality or perception. For example, they might say, "You're overreacting, it's all in your head," or "You're imagining things that never happened." This can create confusion and self-doubt, making you question your own sanity and perceptions. Even if you have factual evidence laid out in front of them, there is never accountability.
It's also important to note the lack of empathy. Narcissists often have a profound inability to genuinely understand or care about your feelings. They might say things like, "Why are you making such a big deal?" or "It's not my fault you're upset," showing a complete disregard for how their actions make you feel.
After devaluation comes the discard phase. This can be either abrupt or gradual, but it involves the narcissist distancing themselves or ending the relationship. During this phase, the narcissist may cut off communication, give a silent treatment, withdraw affection, or end the relationship entirely. This phase can be particularly distressing for the partner, who may feel rejected and confused, as the sudden shift from idealization to abandonment often leaves them with self-doubt and emotional pain.
Often after the discard, we might see something called hoovering, where the narcissist tries to draw their partner back in with promises, apologies, or manipulative behavior. They might say things like, "I've changed, I promise, let's try again," only to repeat the same cycle.
It's a painful cycle, and it often repeats itself with increasing intensity. Now, let's talk about how to distinguish between someone who is a narcissist and someone with narcissistic traits.
Narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, involves deeply ingrained traits that are pervasive and consistent across different areas of life. Someone with NPD will often have a grandiose sense of self-importance and a persistent need for admiration. Their behavior tends to be consistent and can cause significant distress in their relationships. You might hear phrases like, "No one will ever love you like I do," or "After everything I've done for you," if you try to leave them or if they're not getting their way.
On the other hand, someone with narcissistic traits might only exhibit these behaviors in specific contexts. Narcissistic traits can cause occasional issues, but don't usually lead to the same level of dysfunction seen with NPD. It's about the intensity and consistency of these traits.
The big question that we're all asking is, can it be cured?
NPD is considered a personality disorder, which means it involves deep-seated patterns that are hard to change.
Treatment usually involves psychotherapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy or psychodynamic therapy. These can help individuals develop self-awareness and healthier ways of interacting. However, it's important to remember that change is often gradual. The individual needs to be motivated to work on their issues, and therapy focuses more on managing symptoms rather than a complete cure.
There's no specific medication for NPD itself, but medications might be used to manage related symptoms like anxiety or depression.
And while a complete cure might not be realistic, therapy can lead to significant personal growth and improvement in relationships. It's about managing symptoms and improving quality of life.
Support from family and friends is also crucial, but setting boundaries is important to protect yourself from potential manipulation.
We hope that you found this video useful, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye.